3 suspects in the can and 1 on the hook. There's still no hard evidence on any of them.
KGPL to car 11K. 11K, come in.
11K, go ahead.
Patrolman reporting that Bobby Ross's car game is breaking up at midnight.
11K, roger that. Plenty of time to get downtown, Cole.
It's possible. Have them bring him in.
KGPL, we have Lars Carrollson picked up.
11K, roger.
LAPD, we'd like a word with you.
Save it for someone who's interested. They're fascists. Come to move us on and steal what little we have left.
6 rounds won't get us far.
We need you to stay copacetic. We need to hold out for the cavalry.
How do we do that?
Like this.
You want
Your
your
disciples
rightful
know what you
share?
did last night?
We need to fight for it!
Stinking red.
What's your name?
Comrade Stalin.
Very funny. We'll find out from your personal effects.
Stuart Ackerman.
You're under suspicion for murder, Ackerman. We're taking you downtown.
You can't do anything more to me than what the Japanese have already done.
The Kremlin's over here, Phelps. Toss it, see what you find.
Ackerman doesn't look like much of a dancer.
Still working, Jack. I'm off to the Lighthouse Club in Santa Monica.
Hello, Jack.
Mr. Benson, this is Courtney Sheldon. He's a buddy of mine from the war.
Well, I'm sure you two will want to polish some old war stories. Good evening, Jack. Mr. Sheldon.
Good night, sir. Take a seat, Courtney.
We need your help, Jack.
I told you I would have nothing to do with that.
I'm fine too, Jack. Medical school's going well. I got a part-time job.
Do dope peddlers need part-time jobs?
We made a mistake and we're in trouble, Jack. A local gangster, Mickey Cohen, is putting on the squeeze.
So hand it over, walk away. What's stopping you?
We had a deal with them that they would dole it out slowly. They said they would supply abortion clinics and doctors, but they've been moving it on to addicts, and they can't cope with the purity.
So your problem is with gangsters being dishonest.
My problem is that people are dying, and that if this gets back to us, we'll all end up in jail.
So how am I supposed to help, Courtney? This isn't the war. I can't just wave a magic wand and clean up your mess.
We want you to negotiate, Jack.
The only thing these guys understand is force, Sheldon. They got to the top back east by proving to be more vicious than the English, the Irish, and the Dutch. They make their own laws. That's the nature of a secret society. God's sake, Courtney, you want to be a doctor. How can you fight with that?
are better trained, Jack.
I didn't make it through the war to come back to this kind of shit, Sheldon.
Looks familiar. Safe bet it'll match the mark under Teresa Terreldson's chin. So what next?
Why aren't we back at the house giving the husband hell? He's got to be high on your list, Phelps. He's high on mine.
Doesn't look like anything.
That sure looks like
Out of the car. Police. LAPD. Police emergency.
The husband has an alibi, but no real motive other than neglect. Jessup's alibi checks out. Bates is a recidivist. He'll be pulling the same stick until we put him away for good. Ackerman has history, opportunity, hard evidence. What motive?
We have the evidence. We know she was here. All we need is a confession, and we can charge the bum with murder.
No, play on PS4. Whoa.
Phelps!
Some English, bro. Me too. Thank you very much.
LAPD, I need your car, now.
What are you doing?
Yeah. Alright. I shall walk.
can't believe Teresa's dead.
Lars was out in the rain last night.
Incidental. Doesn't give me anything to go on.
Please, can I have some time to explain to my daughters?
Hey! Watch it, will you?
We're going this way.
Isn't that the cop that caught the guy that was pretending to be dead?
All morning. But I gotta make in the car in the end.
Ackerman, you were in the Marines.
How do you know?
The Corps selected big guys for flamethrower duty. That's how you got the burns.
Life expectancy was 5 minutes for a guy in flamethrower detail. What kind of a government puts weight like that on a man's shoulders?
You'll get no argument from me. It was a heavy load.
You feeling sorry for this smelly fuck?
Why did you kill Mrs. Terrelson?
I have no recollection of the people I have killed.
You hate women, Ackerman?
More than you could ever imagine.
How much did you hate Mrs. Terrelson?
I ate to put my seed in them. Afterwards, I have no use for them.
A bus driver dropped Mrs. Terrelson near your camp around 2 a.m. Why did you take her up to the hill?
Which hill? I have many places. I go where I go.
You are clearly insane, Ackerman. The state of California does not execute mental patients.
I don't know the names of the women I've killed, but I've killed many. Their necks are so fragile.
Stuart Ackerman, I am charging you with the murder of Teresa Terrelson.
A man down on his luck I can abide. But a filthy red who chooses to live outside the rules of society, I cannot stomach. Maybe poor Teresa Terrelson will provide the catalyst we need. I've spoken to the chief and the mayor, and I think it's time we send some men in to remove the godless and send them on their way over the county line. A grand day that will be, gentlemen. And a grand result you have brought me. You two are fast becoming my finest crusaders.
And now my heart's a blazing ruin. You say that you were only fooling. Don't walk away. Don't do me wrong. Don't leave me singing this torch song when I'm burning.
Of course we will look into it. Yes, I'm aware that it's an election year. Keep a hold of your hat, Kelsey. Now is not the time to lose your nerve. It would appear that someone has hocked a rose gold wedding ring and matching engagement ring. Sound familiar?
Deirdre Muller.
Press the pawnbroker and see what you can find out. The address is 348 South Main Street. The Muller case goes before the grand jury next week, and the DA does not want any egg on his face. Then get out to the railroad depot on Santa Fe Avenue. We have another poor unfortunate found this morning beside a railroad line. 40-year-old white woman.
Right, Skipper.
Another body and Deirdre Muller's ring. The Emperor may soon have to come to terms with the fact that he's wearing no clothes.
Exactly. Did you get that local riddle shoved up your ass? Is that what your old man paid college tuition for?
You've got to admit, this is looking odd.
Anyone could pawn a ring.
But if you take it along with all of the other indicators...
Cole, Hugo Moeller was identified by the school's groundkeeper. He's our guy.
Witnesses have fingered the wrong guy before.
He ran, for God's sakes.
And he always maintained he was set up.
Any Century unit, a possible 415 at Alvera Street Plaza. Unit to handle code 3. Identify.
How can I help you boys?
Detectives Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. You have a rose gold wedding and engagement ring?
David Bremner. Am I gonna get something for this pledge? Gave that bum money, now you guys are gonna leave me short.
How much did you give him?
50 bucks?
Try another number.
20?
Try 10. Feel lucky you're getting it.
I have the rings right here.
What's this mark here?
Maker's mark. Usually traceable. That one came from Hartfield's Jewelry down on Broadway.
Thanks for the tip. Does this mark mean anything?
Hallmark. Gives you an idea of the quality.
What have you got on the guy who brought these in?
Goes by the name of Percy B. Shelley. Gave an address. 15 Poland Street, London, Tulare County.
Can you give us a description of the man who pawned these rings?
Not sure. Medium height, medium build. Dark hair, I think. Sorry. He just had one of those forgettable faces.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Bremner.
Got a screw loose.
We have a problem.
We could have the local troopers check out the Tulare County address.
The address is bogus. Perp is having fun with us. The guy who's been sending the Dahlia letters is also the guy who pawned these rings.
How do you figure that one?
Percy Bysshe Shelley wrote the poem that came with the Dahlia letter. If the Dahlia letters are genuine, then the man who killed Elizabeth Short may have also killed Deirdre Mullen.
And how do we prove that, though? Skipper ain't gonna like this one bit.
We're gonna have to rely on this guy tripping up on his own vanity.
Slow and steady, come on! I get the point.
You boys ready? Follow me.
We should keep this development with the rings under our hat until we speak with the captain.
We're all on the same team, Rusty.
Chain of command, Phelps. The skipper will decide who needs to know. You got it?
I get it, Rusty. I just don't like it.
Just go easy, Phelps.
Hard, isn't it?
Yeah. I look after all the rail depots.
What have you got?
The Negro, Nelson Gaines, called it in. I came down here to make sure him and the other guy, Jameson, stuck around.
Jameson found the body?
Something like that. Guy makes me sick.
We'll talk to the coroner. Keep an eye on both of them. Someone was trying to get her to come home. We could go over to the lot and see what they know about her.
That's gonna be difficult, Cole. Keystone Studio lot closed back in 41.
Maybe someone at Mensch's will remember her. This is a chit for personal items, not booze. It's an angle worth investigating. Another missing ring.
Certainly seems I've been swabbing a lot of bare fingers recently.
Smell?
Very good. There is the usual evacuation smell, but it appears she's been living rough for quite some time.
Very strong smell of alcohol.
The autopsy will tell, but I would assume that she was inebriated.
Can you be more exact about the time of death?
No later than 2 a.m. The state the body was in, a 1 or 2 hour window is the best I can do.
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on Levine's Liquor. Closest store to the Santa Fe Avenue rail yard, if possible.
Just a moment, Detective. Closest door would be the one at 939 South Hope Street.
Thanks, man. Detective Phelps and Galloway, homicide. Can you tell me exactly what happened?
We were shutting cars over to the main line when I saw this man here lying on top of this woman. The woman wasn't moving and seemed to be in a bad way.
What time was this?
About 7:30 this morning, sir.
Thanks for your help. Have you given Patrolman Hart your detail?
I have, sir.
Thank you. You can go now. Detective Phelps, LAPD homicide.
John Ferdinand Jameson.
We need you to answer some questions, John.
If you don't mind, I prefer Ferdinand.
Don't push your luck, knucklehead.
What were you doing to the body, Ferdinand?
Are you sure you won't be upset?
Try me, Ferdinand.
I was kissing her. It's not against the law.
Shut up.
There's no
Take
law
your
against
beating
it.
like a man.
Turn out your pockets, Ferdinand. Classic Carmine. Is this yours, Ferdinand?
No. I found it near her purse. I thought she could use some lipstick.
Rusty, stop! Don't hit him. You went through her purse?
It wasn't like she needed it. I took a look.
You found her lipstick. What did you write on her body?
What are you talking about? I didn't write anything.
You found the body?
Yes, I did. I work here. I was coming off shift and headed home.
You just came across the body?
Yes, that's exactly what happened.
You're under arrest, Jameson. We'll see how this plays out. Until then, you can think a little on how you'd like to be treated if you were found dead.
I'm telling you, it's not illegal. Me and some friends of mine...
Clyde, you get this sack of shit into a cell. I'll deal with him later.
Sure, Rusty.
What are you thinking, Ray?
The city keeps tossing us dead bodies. We're just running to catch up.
Any ideas?
I say we try the liquor store next. I could get a short dog for the car.
What have we got here?
White female, approximately 40 years of age, lipstick smudges on the face, but no writing, at least nothing legible. A blunt force trauma to the temple, nose, and eye regions. Ligature marks point to the probable cause of death being strangulation.
Any idea of the time of death?
From her temperature, after midnight would be my guess.
Blood splatter on the carriage. She must have been struck while standing up.
can talk about it later, Phelps.
Read that those goddamn Chinese want to sell the relief food that we're sending them?
If we survive this, it's going to be a miracle.
Yeah, I read about that.
Those people are...
They're going to kill us!
Those people are starving. They can't do that.
Want to sell the food to fund the civil war against the communists.
Calm down.
Really? Guess that's okay then.
Armies can't fight without food.
Breathe, Phelps. Breathe, damn it!
Armies can't fight without food. You spend all your money on weapons, but you still have to have the will to fight. Fortunately, the Reds will win in China.
Watch your mouth. You know what you're saying?
The people of this country overthrew the king. You think the Chinese will balk at an emperor if they are starving?
Any Century unit, a possible 415 at Alvera Street Plaza, unit to handle code 3, identify.
Easy. Watch where you're driving, you maniac! Where'd you learn how to drive?
What can I do for you?
LAPD, Phelps and Galloway. We're making inquiries into the murder of Evelyn Summers.
Evelyn? She's dead?
You knew Evelyn Summers, Mr.
Robbins. Yes, I knew Evelyn. I was a good friend of her ex-husband. She kept some of her stuff here.
Can you show us, please?
Sure. Come this way.
Got some fine stock here, Mr. Robbins. Well, you let us take some for the road, this case might get solved a lot quicker.
He's joking, Mr. Robbins.
She kept a bed here, but I probably shouldn't have let her. An alcoholic in a liquor store. That was never going to work out, was it?
We'll take a look around. She wasn't always such a loner. Evelyn was reading Aristotle?
Evelyn wasn't stupid. The only stupid thing about her was her need to drink.
And she was borrowing books from Grosvenor McCaffrey. I'm guessing Evelyn hadn't held down a job for quite some time before she was killed. Rawlings Bowling Alley. Maybe Evelyn did something other than drink in her spare time.
Rawlings. I know that place. Corner of 9th and Grand. A lot of cops bowl there on Tuesday nights.
When exactly did Evelyn work in the pictures?
A few years ago. She worked in legal copyrights for music.
We're trying to account for Evelyn's movements yesterday.
She came by in the morning.
A social visit? To pick up some of her things?
She had a couple of bucks and bought a quart of rye.
Any idea where the money came from?
She didn't mention it. But she did say the booze was a present for a boy. She said they had been fighting and had to make it up to him.
Were you and Evelyn close, Mr. Robbins?
Not many people will be sad she's gone.
We work tomorrow.
11-7.
Yeah, they changed me 9 to 6, so you either go with me at 9 or 8:30 or after 8.
Pretty serious.
Pretty yes,
Pretty serious.
yes, I'm serious.
We got the impression that Evelyn had been sleeping rough of late.
It became difficult for me to have her stay here. Her mother was trying to get her back on the straight and narrow. She's old now. To be honest, you have to have a good reason to want to get back on.
Do you know a friend of Evelyn's by the name of McCaffrey?
Not personally.
We're struggling for leads, Robbins. Did she know McCaffrey?
She idolized him. From what I gather, the feeling was far from mutual. He seems to peddle a revolutionary stance, fixing the ills of society. You could see how it would appeal to down-and-outs like Evelyn.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Robbins.
No problem. Hey, I'd like to make arrangements for the funeral. You think I could get in touch with Evelyn's mother?
Put in a call to the watch commander at Central Station, Mr. Robbins. He'll be trying to reach the next of kin.
Thanks. Get the guy, huh? Evelyn never hurt anybody.
Jesus, Phelps!
Hello, Rusty. Two on your usual lane?
I'm Detective Phelps. Homicide.
You must be new. What's your shoe size?
We're conducting an investigation, ma'am. Do you know the name Evelyn Summers?
Sounds like I should. Oh, maybe it could be Jimmy's friend.
Jimmy?
James Tiernan. He's a pin setter. One day he introduced me to a lady after work. It stuck in my mind because she was much older, too old for him.
Where can we find Jimmy, Florence?
He'll be hopping around the lanes toward the back.
Thanks, ma'am. Let's go get him. Tiernan! LAPD! There!
What are you waiting for? Get after him!
We might go faster if we weren't carrying the extra weight. These are flashy cars to be parked outside a bowling alley.
The lanes attract a fast-living individual with money to burn, Cole.
Or a middle-aged individual with the need to feel virile.
I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
Another runner. Well, at least we've got a suspect.
Why do they always run? I'm sure we've got the wrong person in more than one of these homicides, but they always seem to lam it.
You know, your theories are not airtight by any means, Phelps.
Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close. Hit him. Clean this asshole off the road.
If this isn't the killer, we can at least get him for reckless endangerment.
That's unless he runs into a wall and saves all the trouble.
Show me your hands!
You said show me your hands. It's more game.
What the hell do I do now? Show your hands.
Show me your hands.
Whoa there!
That alleyway leads to the rear of the building, sir. Someone's gonna have to climb up and take him down.
Good luck. Don't let him get a beat on you like I did.
Cop killers are the worst kind of scumbag. Shouldn't have had that second lunch.
You like killing cops?
Lay down.
Won't help console the officer's family, but these guys are done.
Cole, come on!
Drink, fellas.
Phelps, Galloway, homicide. We need to ask you some questions concerning Evelyn Summers.
I'm Walter Mensch. Evelyn Summers? What is it now?
You knew Evelyn?
As well as I wanted to know Evelyn. She's a pain in the ass, always coming in here, cadging drinks, never had any money. She was in just a couple of nights ago.
Did she ever tell you where she was staying?
I don't know. I think she was living rough. She had that kind of stunk about her.
Who did she drink with?
A bunch of these guys. Ask around.
What's your name?
Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Mind if I ask you some questions, Mr. McCaffrey?
I'm just a starving writer, detective. What do you want to ask about?
Evelyn Summers, and why she was found beaten and strangled in the rail depot on Santa Fe.
Okay. I see your point.
How well did you know her?
I can't say that I knew her. It was more like I was aware of her.
Do you have a criminal record, Mr. McCaffrey?
Nothing serious. I've had a few skirmishes.
You want to save me some time, or do you want me to look up your file?
Industrial disputes, strikes, workers' rights, that kind of thing.
A regular fifth columnist. Nice to meet you, comrade.
You say you barely knew Evelyn?
Yes, that is correct.
I don't like you, McCaffrey. You look like someone who's trying too hard, like your whole life is some kind of performance. I think you need to give us something to get us out of your life.
I don't like you either, you pompous, stiff-necked patrician. You think I don't see through you and all the other minions of the ruling class?
Did you see Evelyn last night?
No, I was at home, writing.
Do you want to get dragged into this, McCaffrey? Do you want us to get interested in you?
She hung out with this powder puff, James Tiernan. They haunted the public library together.
How well do you know James Tiernan?
I know he works some kind of plebeian job at Rawlings Bowling Alley.
Thank you for the information, Mr. McCaffrey. You a friend of Evelyn Summers?
Who's asking?
Very cute. You know who's asking.
I know my rights.
You don't have any. Answer the question.
Evelyn mooches for drinks. I don't have any time for that.
Was that so hard?
Keep writing me, copper. Looks like trying to enjoy quiet drinks against the goddamn law now, huh?
Car 11K, Car 11 King, KGPL.
11 King.
A message from Captain Donnelly. Return to Central, Code 2.
11 King, en route. Let's not keep the man waiting, Phelps.
KGPL to all units. Citizen reports man with a gun. Union and Rockwood Street. Union and Rockwood Street. Unit to handle Code 2. Identify.
Captain is downstairs with Ray Pinker and Carruthers.
I was door knocking all morning, but I got to make in the car in the end.
The nice thing about egotists, they don't talk about.
What's this about, Captain?
Ray and Mal have some concerns over the Henry and Muller cases, which I don't want aired outside of this room.
The evidence is solid, Captain.
I agree, Rusty. It's just that corpses keep piling up.
Stop it,
I've been banging the phone, but the notes, the lipstick messages.
Evelyn Summers, Cartel Classic Carmine. Each woman, same brand, same color.
Teresa Terrelson didn't have a lipstick message.
Technically, you're right, Rusty. She didn't have any lipstick, but she did have a message. We found it beneath her dress, scraped with a sharp stick.
What did it say?
You sure you want to know?
Ray?
As far as we can be sure, it said cunt BD.
That's one way of looking at it.
Looking at what?
Cunt is all about access. You're married. Yours is mortgage. Some of us like to pay by installments. This guy doesn't like to pay at all.
Why are you so angry, Mal?
Because I just had to fire one of my assistants. He was a friend of Jameson's. God knows what he might have been up to.
Captain, we have good leads in the Summers case, but it's up to you to decide how we proceed.
Keep this under your hat for now. Follow up on Evelyn Summers. I want daily reports.
We got our orders. Back to the Summers case. Get an address for McCaffrey. He'll have blown the bar. I'll meet you outside.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address for a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Grosvenor McCaffrey. Apartment 6, 126 Yale Street, between Ord and Alpine.
Thank you. Let me pose a question.
Depends. What you got to do with it?
Morals. Would it bother you to put the wrong person away?
Depends.
On what?
On whether anyone except the poor son of a bitch in the slammer ever found out.
Any Central unit, 459 suspects to be taken into custody at the trolley station on Lucas Avenue. Stand by for further.
Slow and steady, come on! Cole!
McCaffrey is in apartment 6. Doesn't look like anybody's home. Torn from the letter we found beside the body. At the very least, I'd say it ties McCaffrey to the scene. Not everything here is going to be relevant.
No way.
He said he was at home. He said he didn't know her. And we have the book.
Let's see Carruthers argue his way out of this one.
Is that you, Grosvenor? Who are you guys? What are you doing in here?
We're from the LAPD, ma'am. Do you know where we might find McCaffrey?
I'm his neighbor. Is he in trouble?
Look, lady, we need to find him, and in a hurry. Are you gonna give me trouble?
He has a pigeon coop up on the roof. He spends his mornings up there when he's been drinking.
How do we get up there?
Down the hall and up the stairs.
Drunk and in command of a carrier pigeon. Surely we can write him up to that. A citation, at least.
Junk.
heard he's an honest cop. Now there's an oxymoron for you.
Grosvenor McCaffrey. Running on a hangover, McCaffrey? Sit down and we'll talk.
I'll go get our wheels.
You a runner, McCaffrey? Stay and fight the good fight.
There he is!
Give it up, LAPD! Don't make me chase you! McCaffrey, you're under arrest on suspicion of murdering Evelyn Summers.
We need to get downtown and wrap this thing up. It's got to be McCaffrey. Unless Tiernan set him up. You don't think that asshole Jameson would have done it, do you? Whoever did it. It wasn't that Dahlia fuck.
How do you...
God, you're gonna kill us!
How do you know that McCaffrey didn't do the Dahlia?
They have a list of over 200...
Give me a break.
They have a list of over 200 suspects. His name was never on it.
You think the list is exhaustive, Rusty? Who am I to argue?
Let's just work the case at hand, shall we? Then we can sit down and put all the puzzle pieces together at a later date.
I'll hold you to that.
You sure you can make it stick with one of these suspects, Jen?
It's either McCaffrey or Tiernan, sir. I think Jameson is an aberration.
All right. I'll deal with that degraded lunatic myself. He's got some fearful retribution coming. Tiernan isn't one, McCaffrey isn't two. I want a confession from one of them. Don't fail me, young fellas.
You think those Vice boys get any on the side?
That bum took a swipe at me, I put him down with my sack.
So, you're gonna see your married man again?
You ready to answer some questions?
You think I have all the answers?
People who run from the police usually have something to hide.
Touché, detective. Let's see where this takes us.
You told us you barely knew Evelyn Summers.
She hung around sometimes. I had very little to do with her.
Doesn't look good, Grosvenor. It's either you or Tiernan from where we're sitting.
Personally, I think Evelyn is better off. But I had nothing to do with it.
Evelyn died sometime around midnight. Remind me, where were you?
I was at home, writing. I'm working on a manuscript.
You're gonna need to do better if you don't want to swing for this.
I was having a political meeting in my apartment.
Cheese and crackers for the 5th columnist.
Some of these people will corroborate your story.
I won't give up names of party members.
Good. Your funeral.
It's either going to be you or Tiernan, Grosvenor.
Make it stick, Detective. The party has good lawyers.
What do you think?
Put the heat to one of them, Phelps. Your choice.
I need a drink. Why did you run, Tiernan?
I was the last one to see Evelyn that night. I knew you would think it was me.
Can you describe your relationship with Evelyn?
I barely knew Evelyn.
Sounds like half an answer to me, Tiernan. Were you sleeping with her?
That's none of your business.
Aristotle's Metaphysics, the book that belonged to McCaffrey.
McCaffrey saw her looking at her once and laughed in her face.
And you're saying Evelyn stole it?
She wanted something of his.
We either hang this on you or McCaffrey. You better give us something.
Well, McCaffrey's been in trouble with the law before. I mean, he always makes out it was some kind of labor dispute. But, you know, I'm not so sure.
You and Evelyn were drinking together last night, and she had no other place to stay.
I don't know what happened last night. I don't remember.
If you don't give me some reason to think differently about this, Tiernan, I'm gonna have to go to the DA.
I drank half a bottle of scotch. I don't remember a goddamn thing.
Do you own a car, Tiernan?
No, I don't.
Have access to a lug wrench?
No, we use a lot of them to clear jams in the pin setting machines.
Evelyn was beaten to death with a lug wrench. We found a wrench at McCaffrey's apartment.
You see? It was McCaffrey. He had nothing but hatred for me and Evelyn.
Evelyn was missing a ring from her right hand.
That's strange. She always wore it. Big black circular disc with a white E in the middle. It was made from an old typewriter key, a present from the prop department at her old movie studio.
We're going to talk to McCaffrey. You need to think about what you've told us, Tiernan. You're not in the clear.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Homicide. You know you've got it made.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need the jacket on a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Just a moment, Detective. McCaffrey was formerly under surveillance by the Red Squad. Convictions for petty theft. Dishonorable discharge from the Army during training at Syracuse. Assault on a local woman. Says he almost beat the woman to death.
Thanks for your help.
Messenger audio.
You were in the war?
Yes, I was.
What do you
Seeing
want?
the things that I saw, it changes a man. I came back here determined to change things. All I wanted was a pen and an opportunity to speak out.
You told us before that you had only minor run-ins with the police. You didn't mention petty theft.
I've never been in trouble for violence. That's the salient point here, isn't
shit,
it?
you liar.
You're holding out on us, McCaffrey. What other trouble have you been in?
I was in a few labor disputes before the war. I didn't use my real name.
What?
Her teeth are cheap, period.
Fuck you, David.
Fuck you.
No, fuck you.
I'm serious, if it happens, if my team beats you, I will laugh my ass off.
Really? Because I'll laugh my ass off when you lose. Fuck you.
Funny shit ever.
Mouthpiece for a strip club.
I can't stand football at this speed. It's on my nerves.
David, nobody cares.
Why did you run, Tiernan?
I was the last one to see Evelyn that night. I knew you would think it was me.
Can you describe your relationship with Evelyn?
I barely knew Evelyn.
She was old enough to be your mother, Tiernan. Banging her?
That's none of your business.
You a mama's boy, Tiernan? Aristotle's Metaphysics, the book that belonged to McCaffrey.
McCaffrey saw her looking at her once, laughed in her face.
You're saying Evelyn stole it.
She wanted something of his.
You don't like McCaffrey, do you, Tiernan?
Yeah, he's full of the common man routine, but he props up a bar like the rest of us. Evelyn thought he was going to be a great novelist.
Get over it, David.
You and Evelyn were drinking together last night, and she had no other place to stay.
I don't know what happened last night. I don't remember.
Come on, Tiernan. Either you killed her or she left the hotel. Why did she leave?
Look, I may have yelled at her. I was very drunk. It's hard to remember.
Do you own a car, Tiernan?
No, I don't.
Have access to a lug wrench?
We use a lot of them to clear jams in the pin setting machines.
Evelyn was beaten to death with a lug wrench. We found a wrench at McCaffrey's apartment.
You see? It was McCaffrey. He had nothing but hatred for me and Evelyn.
Evelyn was missing a ring from her right hand.
That's strange. She always wore it. Big black circular disc with a white E in the middle. It was made from an old typewriter key, present from the prop department in her old movie studio.
We're going to talk to McCaffrey. You need to think about what you've told us, Tiernan. You're not in the clear.
And he gets the first down. You got it.
Shut the fuck up. No, I can't do that.
You ready to answer some questions?
You think I have all the answers?
People who run from the police usually have something to hide.
Touche, detective. Let's see where this takes us.
You told us you barely knew Evelyn Summers.
She hung around sometimes. I had very little to do with her.
You'll have to do better than that, Grosvenor. We know about you and Evelyn.
Evelyn was a lush, and a boring one at that. You can't link her to me. Seems there's a serious gulf between what you think you know and what you actually do, detective.
There's a rip letter.
Evelyn died sometime around midnight. Remind me, where were you?
I was at home, writing. I'm working on a manuscript.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You were out at the rail yard.
And what do you have that proves I was there? You're going to have to do better than that, detective.
It's either going to be you or Tiernan, Grosvenor.
Make it stick, detective. The party has good lawyers.
Need a drink. I got the gin.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need the jacket on a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Just a moment, Detective. McCaffrey was formerly under surveillance by the Red Squad. Convictions for petty theft. Dishonorable discharge from the Army during training at Syracuse. Assault on a a local woman. Says he almost beat the woman to death.
Thanks. You were in the war?
Yes, I was. Seeing the things that I saw, it changes a man. I came back here determined to change things. All I wanted was a pen and an opportunity to speak out.
You told us before that you had only minor run-ins with the police. You didn't mention petty theft.
I've never been in trouble for violence. That's the salient point here, isn't it?
You're lying, McCaffrey. You have a history of violence towards women.
How do you turn a couple parking tickets and a petty theft misdemeanor into an assault charge? No man should be without history, detective. Mine is colorful, but nothing more.
I don't know what to do, so fuck it.
Yeah, I want to make homicide.
Shut up, David.
Questions?
You think I have all the answers?
Yeah.
People who run from the police usually have something to hide.
Touché, detective. Let's see where this takes us.
You told us you barely knew Evelyn Summers.
She hung around sometimes. I had very little to do with her.
Doesn't look good, Grosvenor. It's either you or Tiernan from where we're sitting.
Personally, I think Evelyn is better off, but I had nothing to do with it.
Evelyn died sometime around midnight. Remind me, where were you?
I was at home, writing. I'm working on a manuscript.
And you have someone who can corroborate your story?
Unfortunately, no.
It's either going to be you or Tiernan.
I don't understand this shit.
Make it stick, detective. The party has good lawyers.
I'm telling you, it'll never stick, and you'll get roasted.
Need a drink. I got the jitters again.
Why did you run, Tiernan?
I was the last one to see Evelyn that night. I knew you would think it was me.
Can you describe your relationship with Evelyn?
I barely knew Evelyn.
She was old enough to be your mother, Tiernan. Were you banging her?
That's none of your business.
You a mama's boy, Tiernan? Aristotle's Metaphysics, the book that belonged to McCaffrey.
McCaffrey saw her looking at her once and laughed in her face.
And you're saying Evelyn stole it?
She wanted something of his.
You don't like McCaffrey, do you, Tiernan?
He's full of the common man routine, but he props up a bar like the rest of us. Evelyn thought he was going to be a great novelist. He had nothing but vitriol for her.
You and Evelyn were drinking together last night, and she had no other place to stay.
I don't know what happened last night. I don't remember.
Come on, Tiernan. Either you killed her or she left the hotel. Why did she leave?
Look, I may have yelled at her. I was very drunk. It's hard to remember.
Do you own a car, Tiernan?
No, I don't.
Have access to a lug wrench?
We use a lot of them to clear jams in the pin setting machines.
Evelyn was beaten to death with a lug wrench. We found a wrench at McCaffrey's apartment.
You see? It was McCaffrey. He had nothing but hatred for me and Evelyn.
Evelyn was missing a ring from her right hand.
That's strange. She always wore it. Big black circular disc with a white E in the middle. It was made from an old typewriter key, a present from the prop department at her old movie studio.
We're going to talk to McCaffrey. You need to think about what you've told us, Tiernan. You're not in the clear. Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need the jacket on a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Just a moment, Detective. McCaffrey was formerly under surveillance by the Red Squad. Convictions for petty theft. Dishonorable discharge from the Army during training at Syracuse. Assault on a local woman. Says he almost beat the woman to death.
Thank you. You were in the war?
Yes, I was. Seeing the things that I saw. It changes a man. I came back here determined to change things. All I wanted was a pen, and an opportunity to speak out.
You told us before that you had only minor run-ins with the police. You didn't mention petty theft.
I've never been in trouble for violence. That's the salient point here, isn't it?
You're lying, McCaffrey. You have a history of violence towards women.
How do you turn a couple parking tickets and a petty theft misdemeanor into an assault charge?
We know all about you and your dishonorable discharge, beating some poor woman near to death in Syracuse. You've never been in combat, McCaffrey. Your whole life is a fraud.
She was a goddamn peasant whore. She tried to steal from my wallet. I could have fought for this country. I could have...
You beat her because she stole from you. Because she tried to outsmart you.
The ignorant audacity of the bitch. What is a man supposed to do? Sit there and take it? How is a man supposed to call himself a man?
And Evelyn Summers, a poor, drunken nobody, stole your book.
And she got what was coming to her.
Grosvenor McCaffrey, I'm charging you with the murder of Evelyn Summers. She was a sad lady and never hurt anyone except herself. I hope God finds a way to forgive you.
Congratulations, boys. You bagged the fine catch. Another red to boot. Grand. Now, I want you to put this business about a repeat offender out of your mind. This McCaffrey creature shows no remorse, and neither will the grand jury. You would have to walk a long mile to find a better candidate for an unmarked plot in the prison graveyard.
Don't care, David.
How's the game?
I don't know, you're being a bitch as usual, so fuck off.
Kiss her, you suck.
Because you cheat as usual, so.
I'm not cheating.
You're gonna keep me a cheat, accuse you of cheating, okay? Okay.
We have lost most of Shaughnessy and Dunn's squad. The gunny is dead, first platoon is in worse shape. That medic is either crazy or the bravest man alive.
Now we rally with the first, then try for the Nambus.
It's sheer to the left. To the right, it goes right through a pass with 2 Nambus and enfilade. Mate, we can lose everyone.
Lieutenant, get back off this fucking bridge. They'll start walking the mortars back to their own positions. We only have minutes. I'm in charge here, Sergeant. Get your men off the bridge, Lieutenant. What's your unit, Sergeant? We don't have time for this, Lieutenant. What's your unit, Sergeant? I company 22nd Marines, Lieutenant, and we just saved your ass by fording the river. My orders are to reconnoiter the... I think that point is now moot. You have 10 men left. My orders are to save what's left. Move out!
Nobody cares, David.
Well done, lads. You did well with the Summers case. But we have a problem. The examiner received a new letter today.
Do you mind if I take a look, Ray?
Go right ahead. They've both been rinsed in gasoline like the previous letters, so I can't lift a print.
one else but the killer knew about this message. To suffer woes which hope thinks infinite, to forgive wrongs darker than death or night. Another snippet from the Shelley poem.
Good. Serves you right, bitch.
If the note is from the Dahlia maniac, he definitely also killed Teresa
Shut up,
Terrell.
David.
Mal and I agree.
But where does that leave us? If this is the Dahlia killer, and he is responsible for the Terrells,
you kidding me?
not to mention the Mullins.
Hang on a moment, Skipper.
Let me finish, Rusty. We have 5 birds in hand and none in the bush. The department will not survive a scandal if we have to let them all go without catching a fiend first. Your careers will be over for a start, gentlemen.
Looking in wonder.
Ah, fuck it. I knew this run was too good to be true.
I hid myself within a fountain in a public square.
You like that stuff? What is it supposed to mean?
It's supposed to... Forget what it's supposed to... What does he want?
Where are you going with this, Cole?
He's obviously taunting us. He believes he's far more intelligent than we are.
Okay, it's some kind of story, right? A guy that God hates, chains him up.
It's an allegory, Rusty.
A what? Story with 2 meanings. Symbolic meaning. That's what he wants us to think.
Could he be using it literally? Within a fountain?
Nobody cares, David.
Could it be that easy?
Can somebody tell me what the fuck is going on?
The fountain in Pershing Square. Come on, we have a clue. Captain, thanks, Red.
Be careful, Phelps. This is his game you're playing now.
I got the jitters again.
Seems like a nice pool.
All those cases, Rusty. What have I been telling you all along?
We gotta get this guy.
I know. Enough women have died.
Yeah, and it's our asses on the line too, Phelps. You heard what the captain said. The department is not gonna take responsibility for all those bad convictions.
Success is a double-edged sword.
Let's just get this sick pervert and have it done with.
Rather you than me, Phelps. You know the local hobos use that as a drink.
There is a cave, all overgrown with trailing, odorous plants which curtain out the day. Where next? Elizabeth Short, Betty Short, Black Dahlia.
Elizabeth Short's social security card.
Jesus Christ.
That's not all. There's another stanza from Shelley.
Can you work it out?
There, ready.
City map.
I'll be back, David. Don't care. Shut up, dude.
Yeah. Now the other Jets are in a first and a timeout. Oh. Yeah, touchdown Jaguars. Westbrook, baby. Westbrook. Yeah, it's game over now. Jacksonville wins it. It's game over now. We're going to go to the Super Bowl. One, two, three, four. Oh, I just heard that hit. Oh, man. I heard that hit. Oh, my God. Oh, no. Come on, get that clock to tick. Come on, get that clock to tick. Come on, we're going to get the Super Bowl this year. We get the clock to tick. Oh, he spiked the ball. He's got to spike that ball. Jets. He's got to spike that ball. I hope we versus Chicago. That'd be interesting. Oh, yeah, no. He spikes it. Oh, come on. It better not be this Jack. Yeah, to get the offense. Yeah, the Jacksonville Jaguars, the only thing they have to do is just get a QB deal and it's over. Yeah. It's over. It's over, man. It's over. We're in Jaguars are going to the Super Bowl. What a team. What a team.
Sure, David. Hey, David, nobody cares.
You know what, Sarah?
Don't care.
You better care.
I don't. Oh, I gotta go eat dinner.
It's over.
Can I put my slippers on first? Oh, God, I can't breathe.
God, the Trevor Reeves look for his team. Here comes the Super Bowl. Who remembers the Falcons again in the Super Bowl? Who remembers the Falcons again in the Super Bowl? Super Bowl Minneapolis. Going against the Jacksonville Jaguars again. Super Bowl. No, against the Falcons again. ridiculous.
See if you can work out where he's taking us. I don't like this freak leading us around by the nose.
Help me out.
How many caves are full of flowers in L.A.? Maybe it's a painting that looks like that.
You gonna see her?
That cherry...
That's the guy from the papers. Solved that big case. My wife is so dumb, she stares at orange juice for hours. Well, it does say concentrate on the cartons. This guy's got a screw.
Some of that mascara.
Harry thinks he could get fresh.
What's the latest thing?
You recommend the special?
Isn't he the cop who wanted...
Him. It's really him, the fuck who killed the Dahlia. Can you believe this? He's leading us.
It's his game, Rusty. He may want someone to catch him, but he's extremely dangerous. I doubt if he will give up easily.
Suits me down to the fucking ground. We clip this fuck and we get citations. What a day to be a cop. That pencil-pushing Parker won't be able to shove me aside after this.
From its curved roof, the mountain's frozen tears hang down, raining forth doubtful light.
Doubtful is right.
A chandelier. The glass dome at the Halls of Justice. It's worth a shot, Rusty.
Okay, Professor. One shot's all we got.
Just go easy, Phelps.
KGPL to all units. Citizen reports man with a gun. Union and Rockwood Street. Union and Rockwood Street. Unit to handle code 2. Identify.
Hey, come on!
Can I help you, sir?
Detectives, LAPD. This is very important, sir. How do we get to the top of the chandelier?
You what?
Have a little faith, pal. We're in a real hurry.
Head up to the top floor. There's an access panel and a ladder in the maintenance room.
That's the guy from the papers. Solved that big case.
I understand you, but thousands wouldn't.
Screw loose. Let's go.
I'm going out there, Rusty.
Better you than me. Be careful.
Ah! Oh my god! Oh shit! Jesus! I don't like heights.
Deirdre Muller's missing watch. From the temples high of man's ear and eye, roofed over sculptures and poesy. Where have I seen that?
Oh shit.
Jesus Christ, hold it off that goddamn thing.
Find a rope, Rusty!
There isn't time. See if we can swing that thing from side to side. Get it over the edge.
I'm swinging on a fucking chandelier right now.
Swing! Come on.
Jeez. David, you shut up.
That was too close.
Yeah, well, the higher you climb, the further you fall.
Let's get out of here.
Another Dahlia clue?
No, a yellow gold wristwatch.
From Molder Dame.
Yes, and a scrap of the poem.
Another location.
If I can work it out. He keeps mementos from all his victims.
This guy needs to be taken out of circulation.
He takes pleasure at stringing us along, demonstrating how much smarter he is.
You can enjoy it while it lasts. We got you now, genius. I'm coming for you.
David's a queer.
Boy, putting all those hoodlums in jail.
Watch where you're driving, you maniac! Where's that building with the eye on top? Would that be the place?
Gently. Give me a break.
Where's that building with the eye on top? Would that be the place? Where next?
From the temple's high of man's ear and eye. It has to be the tower at the public library, doesn't it?
You say so.
Get out of the way! You're a different man in front of the captain, fellas. Breathe, Phelps. Breathe, damn it!
I'm pulling rank here, Cole. I'm not hauling myself up there. Go get it.
You'd slow me down anyway, old timer.
No, don't you fucking fall. Don't fall, you idiot!
Sometimes a step backwards is a step in the right direction. Our Lady of Guadalupe, ripped from Antonia's necklace. Round which death laughed, sepulchred emblems of dead destruction, ruin within ruin. So this is a treasure hunt.
What is it this time?
The religious medal from the Maldonado case.
The Dahlia, Moeller, Maldonado. This gets out.
We still have to find the guy, Rusty.
Another poem. He must have some idea, right? Come on, Phelps. We're on a roll here. Don't let me down.
Shut up, David.
I'm sorry, sir. Police officer.
I need the gun in the glove compartment to shoot you!
We're gonna catch hell for this. Banging up innocent men.
The newspapers will crucify the guy. They won't have time to wonder about our mistakes. We'll be okay, Rusty, as long as we catch the guy.
I hope you're right, Cole. We'll be famous if we make this case. Look, I know this ain't my thing, Phelps, but could the hard, black, deep bit be about oil?
Calm down.
Look, I know this ain't my thing, Phelps, but could the hard, black, deep bit be about oil? Look, I know this ain't my thing, Phelps, but could the hard, black, deep bit be about oil?
You don't know. Nope. Don't care. Don't though.
If we survive this, it's gonna be a miracle.
Look, I know this ain't my thing, Phelps, but could the hard, black, deep bit be about oil?
Do you ever shut up? There's no. Fuck you. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care.
Look, I know this ain't my thing, Phelps, but could the hard, black, deep bit be about oil?
Watch it, will you?
Of dead destruction, ruin within ruin, ruined skeletons, jammed in the hard, black, deep.
Yeah? I don't get it.
The tar pits, Rusty. All those remains they found there, of course our guys attracted to it.
Well, let's hope he got stuck in them.
Jesus, Phelps!
What?
Hey, come on!
David, bitch!
Easy.
That will be all.
Don't care, David. Fuck off. Nope. girls talking as usual. Don't care.
Breathe, Phelps. Breathe, damn it!
Nobody cares.
Hey! Just go easy, Phelps.
Do I tell you how to drive?
Seriously? The damn thing's blocked. Shut up. Nobody cares. Boo-hoo. Bitch. You didn't make it, you suck in football, bitch. Don't care. I don't care. I don't care. You think I fucking care, bitch? I don't. Shut up. No, I can't do that.
I think the power's gone to your head, Phelps.
These are my best shoes, Phelps. I'll leave you to it.
Very funny.
Whoa! Whoa! Gotta move on, all those boards are sinking. You want to end up like the other fossils? Gangway snakes around, Phelps. Can you see it through the tar?
Whoa!
How you doing out there?
I'd be doing better if you were the one trying to get across this thing. Easy.
You don't want to fall down, Phelps.
That's at the forefront of my thinking.
Dave is a queer.
One of Teresa Terrelson's shoes. Over here, Rusty.
Yes, there is not OP.
Dave's a bitch. What?
You're not overpowered.
A sphere which is as many
Yes,
thousand
ma'am.
spheres. Okay, where to now?
Yeah, like you, bitch.
What is it?
An open-toed white shoe and another stanza from the poem.
Oh, I really thought that hobo bum did the Terrelson wrong.
Confessions from the insane aren't the most credible evidence, Rusty.
Is this thing over?
It's all part of his power over us, making us run around all over the city for the crumbs he's leaving.
So if we keep this up, we can find the guy? So this guy looks out for women in bars who've had too much to drink.
Who are emotionally disturbed.
Need a shoulder to cry on, he plies them with booze.
Probably offers them a lift home.
Then beats their brains out and strangles them. Could be any schmo hanging out in a bar.
No, not anyone. He displays the bodies, leaves us messages. For all the violence, it's very controlled behavior.
Bunch of spheres. Planets, maybe? Got any idea? Bunch of spheres. Planets, maybe? Got any idea? Bunch of spheres. Planets, maybe? Got any idea? Calm down.
Sir, step out of the car, please. LAPD.
Could we try not killing the people that pay our salaries? Bunch of spheres. Planets, maybe? Got any idea? Bunch of spheres. Planets, maybe? Got any idea? Bunch of spheres. Planets, maybe? Got any idea?
He's only a writer. He can't really help me.
Waitress. Can I get another... What's a five-star goddamn wedding? I can't decide between the tuna fish and the chicken.
Bunch of spheres. Planets, maybe? Got any idea? Bunch of spheres. Planets, maybe? Got any idea? Bunch of spheres. Planets, maybe? Got any idea? Bunch of spheres. Planets, maybe? Got any idea?
Shut up, David.
A sphere which is many thousand spheres, solid as crystal yet empty. Isn't there an armillary sphere at the LA County Art Museum?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Let's go.
Whoa there! Slow and steady, come on! Whoa, is someone who reports this?
We have to.
Yeah, that's my finger.
Don't care.
See what's on it?
Here.
That might make you throw up. What?
Watch where you're driving, you maniac!
Move it.
we survive this, it's gonna be a miracle. Help!
You're not helping.
David's a queer. Oh fuck, this is a fucking maze, like really? Fuck. That's just fuck. I'm gonna drive me nuts. What? It's a fucking maze!
On it goes. You think we'll reach the end of it?
Fuck me, man.
The center of the proverbial labyrinth? How long is a piece of string? How many unsolved murders have we got in the city?
I don't want to do this maze.
No, I have no intention of going in. I heard that thing's
Like,
tricky.
look at this shit.
I'm gonna wait here and have a quiet smoke. Think about hidden meetings.
It's a fucking maze.
Good luck with that one.
Hey, good luck with your face, too, bitch. He's playing tricks on me right now.
Once belonging to Celine Axford Henry. Thrones, altars, judgment seats, and prisons. No, it couldn't be.
Oh, wait. That maze. I got through that maze yet? Or you still figuring it out?
I got through it. Yeah, but
You actually did?
yeah.
See? That was easy.
I found Celine Henry's ring.
How far does this thing go? How did we not catch this nut job?
If it was bigger, you wouldn't get out.
That price is
That would drive me nuts.
You know, if it was bigger and harder, Sarah, a harder, like, maze, that you wouldn't survive.
Nope.
You're just, if you did survive, you would just barely survive.
Thrones, altars, judgment, seats, and prisons. Rarely besides which, by which.
He's leaving us this trail of evidence.
Why? Vanity. He wants to see if there's anyone out there smart enough to catch him.
He leaves us evidence, but every location is a trap.
He's testing us, physically and mentally, to see whether we are worthy of him.
The Titan guy. You have the stoush with God.
Very good. You thinking about reading some Shelley?
All that egghead stuff? I'm sticking to the funny papers and the form guide. You sleep better at night. All right, think. We need to find some thrones and altars. Quick, smart. All right, think. We need to find some thrones and altars. Quick, smart.
I'm looking for somebody who is very smart. He's leaving clues right now and I still gotta find him.
There's like the Riddler from Batman.
Pretty much.
All right, think. We need to find some thrones and altars. Quick, smart. All right, think. We need to find some thrones and altars. Quick, smart.
He's sending us to that movie set they made for Intolerance. I think the message might be on the throne there.
Didn't I read about you shooting that place up 6 months ago?
We've all got to make our names somehow.
There's the throne up there. Now it's just a matter of getting to it.
Jesus, now look what you did. Hang on, Paul. I'll get you off of there.
You gotta make it to the next platform. Get that thing as close.
No! You fucking fell. Shit.
Jesus, now look what you did. Hang on, Paul. I'll get you off of there.
You gotta make it to the next platform. Get that thing as close as you can, then jump.
It won't let me fucking move. Are you serious? What? Still won't let me fucking move.
Jesus, now look what you did. Hang on, Paul. I'll get you off of there.
You gotta make...
Stupid.
typewriter ring. Evelyn Summers. Place he calls home. End of the line.
No, 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 no!
Run, you son of a bitch!
Ah, no!
I thought the whole thing was gonna come crashing down on him.
I thought so too. He murdered Evelyn Summers, Rusty. The last trophy was her ring.
You find another piece of the poem?
Yes. The last piece.
You sure, Cole?
Let's find out.
This whole thing is religious. Man against God. This isn't about church, is it?
You might see this as a cry for help.
For God's sake, Phelps. I'm not trying to justify this.
Hear me out, Rusty. This guy has been successfully slaughtering women in this town for half a year, maybe longer. He researches who he kills, and then plants evidence so that we always have someone to go after. If he hadn't sent the letters in the poem, he could have gone on forever. We would have been none the wiser. We would have 4 executed men on our conscience and have been happy about it. Why else is he doing this?
You're the new face of the department, Phelps. A modern cop tries to understand why the perp does what he does. Me? I just drop the hammer down on the low lives. Crunch a roach under your heel, you don't worry about what it's feeling, you just grind it into the pavement. This whole thing is religious. Man against God. This isn't about church, is it?
All units in the vicinity in any Century unit. A 211 is shots fired at 410 South Flower Street. Units that can handle code 3, identify.
Tables are turned now, haven't they, boys?
Hey, look, old man, we're sorry. Just quit shooting.
The hell I will. I'm getting pretty tired of losing my weekly take to you punks.
God damn it, they went down there.
Damn, man, this is a $30 suit.
Find some cover!
hurts.
Should wear overalls.
This is car 11K. Shots fired at South Flower Street, Scott's Garage. It's code 4 here, but the suspect is down. I need an ambulance and coroner.
11K, roger on the ambulance and coroner. All units, 11K reports code 4 on the shooting at 410 South Flower Street, Scott's Garage.
11K 49,
This whole thing is religious. Man against God. This isn't about church, is it?
Officer needs help, 103 MD.
This whole thing is religious. Man against God. This isn't about church, is it?
KGPL to all units. Citizen reports man with a gun. Union and Rockwood Street. Union and Rockwood Street. Unit did not occur to identify.
You're gonna kill us!
Five charges en route to 496 Broadway. You have another assignment here, Central?
Cole!
Code 6.
I get the point.
Most informative. Thanks.
Left at the next intersection.
The religious imagery in the stanza. I think it's a church. But which one?
Carruthers said we're either looking for a sailor or a minister. Frankly, I can't see this whack job preaching to a congregation on Sunday.
No, that doesn't fit.
How about that abandoned church? No one's gonna bother him there.
Worth a look, Rusty.
KGPL to all units. Citizen reports man with a gun. Union and Rockwood Street. Union and Rockwood Street. Unit to handle code 2. Identify.
God damn it! I said cough it up! I'm not gonna say it again. Say kaya! That's it, old man. I've had enough of your gibberish.
Give it up, LAPD!
Hurry! You can still catch him.
What?
You're freezing. Well, it's freezing.
It's right there.
Let's make it colder. Put some socks on. Put socks on.
KGPL to all units. Citizen reports man with a gun. Union and Rockwood Street. Union and Rockwood Street. Unit to handle code 2. Identify.
11K, go ahead.
Leave that one to the unit.
God damn it! I said cough it up! I'm not gonna say it again. Say kaya! That's it, old man. I've had enough of your gibberish.
Give it up, LAPD!
Hurry! You can still catch him.
Be careful.
There he is! See him? Did you read about the one who stopped their effort in front of the car? That's the cop who caught him.
Reinforcements are on the way. Cease and desist.
Bitch.
The religious imagery in the stanza. I think it's a church. But which one?
Carruthers said we're either looking for a sailor or a minister. Frankly, I can't see this whack job preaching to a congregation on Sunday.
No, that doesn't fit.
How about that abandoned church? No one's gonna bother him there.
Worth a look, Rusty. Let's go.
Cole, come on! Watch it, will you?
Cole! You're really starting to annoy me.
KGPL to any unit. The citizen reports suspicious activity 111 South Alameda. Stand by for any Central unit.
Reminds me of my days as an alderman. There's a light coming from the house.
Nothing hasty, gentlemen. Keep your hands where I can see them. I'll be forced to redecorate the stucco with your intro.
We're from the LAPD, sir. I'm gonna tell you only once to lower your weapon.
The LAPD, you say? Is it really possible you could have found me after all this done? How interesting.
Put down the gun, shitbird. Last warning.
This boorish ignoramus could never have found me. It was you, wasn't it? Do you remember me, detective?
Temp bartender.
Yes, you found me. You know what I'm capable of, and yet you walk in here like lambs dressed for the slaughter.
We'll see about that. Where did he go?
Down the tunnel?
We can't let the son of a bitch get away.
The house, Rusty. There must be another entrance into the house. LAPD! Give yourself up!
Oh my god, that's brutal.
We're going down there.
I'll go. Call for backup and keep an eye out above ground and see where this thing comes out. Don't let me down, Rusty.
You're an interesting man, Detective. Why the police force? You're obviously overwhelmed.
Ceasefire immediately.
I'll remove. I knew it.
Reinforcements are on the way. Cease and desist.
Do I get a sense you're looking for personal redemption? Do you think we have something in common? Are you comfortable out of the light, officer? Are you comfortable?
Surrender now, or I will use deadly force. This thing has come to an end. You know that.
I think so.
It's January the 1st, 2017. How about my calling? It tipped over.
You're exactly right.
Get him!
No, somebody got crushed. Oh dear God. Oh dear Lord. Oh my God, sorry, I heard that one.
Where's the press? I think Phelps and I should get a medal for this. This has got to be the case of the year, right? The case of the century when you think about it.
You finished?
Yes.
Good. Because there won't be any
No, someone gets shot.
or called.
What are you talking about? We got the werewolf, the guy who killed the Dahlia, killed all the other broads.
You got
Yeah. I mean, he's in an abandoned church. Pretty much like a slaughterhouse right now.
Mason is the half-brother of one of the most highly elected officials in this country.
How high?
Beyond the moon for mere mortals like us, Rusty. There'll be no more mention of it. The city owes you both. But there'll be no mileage in ever bringing this up again.
What's going to happen to the suspects in the cases, Captain? I won't be a part of that.
A bit of missing evidence at the grand jury. Procedural error here, mistake there. They'll all be quietly let go. The DA knows how to play it.
That's it?
I'm afraid it is. And I have some news for you folks. No more rooting around in the entrails of cadavers and corpses. The head advises as the chief. And the look of the sea goes to glory goes Go home to that lovely lady. Celebrate.
Breathe out, kid. You'll go purple. I'm scared, Sarge. Everybody's scared, kid. Anyone who says he isn't is a damn liar. How many times have you been in combat, Sarge? I was with Raider Battalion on Peleliu my first time. Was it bad? It's always bad. Will this be bad? As bad as it gets, kid. But you stick by the Marine next to you, and he will stick by you.
So, some of the guys, they aren't very friendly, Sarge.
They've lost a lot of their friends in the last couple of days, kid. They think if they don't get to know you, that they won't have to grieve for you if you get killed. They're wrong. It doesn't work that way. Don't worry. No Marine in this company will let you down.
Phelps, welcome to Vice. This is your new partner, Roy Earl. Take a seat. A special request was made to transfer you to Ad Vice. We need a man with your kind of starch on this desk, son. We have 2 dead Negroes found in an apartment this morning on Yucca Street. Number